What's up, Heather?
What's up, B?
All right. And what's up, live audience? Yeah, we're here for a very special episode of Tortured Bourbon, where the only thing hotter than the barbecue is the bourbon proofs.
So we've got a bunch of friends. Hi, friends.
Yeah. We bribed all these people to be here.
With bourbon and food.
Yeah.
What better bribe is there out there,
Absolutely.
y'all? A 20-pound brisket. That was a big old hunk of meat.
Yeah.
Smoked chicken, a couple pork shoulders, and a whole lot of opinions ready to be poured.
We have never been short on opinions.
Also, a whole lot of sides.
Hey, the banana pudding. 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10?
1 to 10. What was it? 1 to 10. What was it? What was her banana pudding? Yummy? 10. A 10. There we go. 10.
Thank you.
The mac and cheese and the banana pudding.
Thank you.
Chef's kiss.
The brisket and the pulled pork, everything was delicious.
I'm glad we all enjoyed it. We all killed it. Everyone killed it.
They did. Everybody who
killed
contributed.
Now let's find out if still Austin and Garrison brothers.
We should. Yeah. What's our theme today, B?
Our theme today is Texas heat.
Even though none of us are from Texas.
No, not at all. I've been to Texas, but that doesn't count.
Congratulations.
That lake by Santa Fe. That lake by Santa Fe. 80 miles to Santa Fe.
Google that later, guys.
Yeah. 4 bourbons from the Lone Star State, 3 smoked meats, and 1 massive whiskey share for our first live studio audience. Buckle up. This is going to take a lot of editing.
Yeah, no kidding.
No kidding. Now, before we go any deeper into this Texas meat and whiskey tornado, we ask you to hit that like and subscribe button. You ready for the sound
Yeah,
effect?
you better do it. That was terrible. Do it again. That was better.
Is that better? All right.
Better.
We want you to like and subscribe. We drop 3 episodes a week. Why? Because I'm a slave to the grind. And Heather makes me. But as long as the YouTube Bourbon Verse makes me do it, I'm here for you.
Don't forget, guys, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're not on TikTok yet because I can't convince B that we're here to dance.
I'm a much better dancer.
He says we're...
I'm a much better
Maybe
dancer.
from stuff that predates like 1970.
I'm still a better dancer.
That's debatable.
We'll see.
We're here to drink though, but I might be here to dance just a little bit.
We'll see.
If I feel the vibe.
Well, what's our first segment?
So, but before we get to sipping,
Okay.
we got to talk about this plate.
This place is phenomenal.
So we already alluded to it, but B has been up. I don't even think it's fair to say you've been up since before sunrise because it honestly started several days ago.
It did.
Right?
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been a little stressed about it, but he's kept his chill.
There are true connoisseurs in the audience, and that's stressing
You were worried about it, but yeah, he's been pulling pork and smoking brisket and doing something to the chicken I don't even know about.
Yeah.
I don't think it's legal in like 12 states.
I
Brined
fattened it up
it.
a little bit.
Brined it.
I did brine it.
He did brine it.
This brisket has staying power, unlike your ex.
Yeah. You got jokes.
I got
Shots fired.
All right, so in all seriousness,
Okay, that's all right.
we decided a long time ago when we got our hands on some Garrison brothers, we said, I know, it's Texas. We'll do brisket.
We
Yeah,
said that?
The royal we.
We said that.
We said that. Anyway, so we said that, and then we're like, okay, well, let's invite a few people. And then you and Katie got together and said, well, let's invite a few more people.
It was absolutely that.
And the next thing I
100%.
know, we have a room full of people, and I'm trying to feed them all these
That's
amazing meals.
100%.
So I've been up for 72 hours straight. That's right.
So one of us is more dramatic than the other, and it's not me.
Okay, fair enough. but let's be honest. How about the sides? Katie, tell us about the sides.
Mac and cheese, baked beans, slaw, green beans, Hawaiian rolls. We weren't playing.
No, and your mac and cheese off the chain. Fantastic.
Always.
Fantastic.
It has to hold up to the brisket.
But that being said, these bourbons,
That being said, that's the nicest thing he's going to say all day. It's only downhill from there.
that's a true statement. These bourbons, they are not amateurs.
They're not
So
here
let's
to
get
play.
started.
They
Let's
are
get
not
started.
here to play.
What's our first one? We're going to the capital of Texas, the home of live music, food trucks, and one hell of a craft distillery, Still Austin. Tell us about Still Austin.
So they are very grain glass committed. They're fully independent, and they were started by a father-son team in 2014. They have a massive one-of-a-kind still that they had made for them in Scotland, and they nicknamed it Nancy. It's 42 feet tall, and she's actually the heart of their operation. They, in fact, have a private group called the Order of Nancy.
I want to be a member.
Do you not think I already signed us up?
We need to roll with that.
What? Do you know me? Have you met me?
Just on occasion.
Of course I signed us up. They even self-titled their distillery Whiskey Wonderland, so they feel pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, they do. It's basically Disney World in Texas.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Let's get there.
Let's go, guys.
So they use local grains, slow water reduction process. I have no idea what slow water reduction
It's
process
probably
is.
not fast.
Does anyone here know what a slow water reduction process is?
A slow what?
Slow water
what?
reduction. What reduction?
What are you saying? Water?
Water.
Okay.
Look, some of us are from the mountains where they say rye, and some of us from Dunn where they say water.
We're
Calm
not
down.
talking about rye. We're talking about water.
We'll talk about rye later. All right. And they pride themselves on making Texas bourbon with a soulful, creative vibe. And I am down for the city of Austin because I'm a Gary Clark Jr. fan at heart. Yes. And you can Google him later and it'll be fine.
I know who Gary Clark Jr. is.
No, you don't.
He's the son of Gary Clark Sr.
Thank you. Moving on.
Their website, y'all, it is so aesthetically pleasing.
Because that's what's important in the bourbon world. It's your website if that's aesthetically pleasing.
The vibes are immaculate. It is so well curated. Gen Z would say, are you trying to drown me out right now?
You talking about aesthetically pleasing.
It is. Gen Z would say it's bussin'. Their master blender, Nancy Fraley, she is a straight queen. She slays.
If you would speak English, I'm sure our audience would enjoy this more.
First up, we have the Still Austin Straight Bourbon Whiskey, and this one is the Musician. So they actually wrote, when I was doing the script for this episode, I saw the description for this bottle on the website, and it's also on the back of the bottle. And I am pretty sure they wrote it for B specifically, so I'm going to read it. So the Musician description is, music has the ability to bring us all closer together, to make us feel more free and alive. So does great whiskey. When a musician combines chords, rhythms, and harmonies, the result taps into something deep inside us. This is more than just distilled corn, rye, and barley. This is music in a bottle.
Ooh.
So if y'all don't know B, he's a little bit into music.
I do. All right. Well, that pretty much nailed all my interests.
I think you're going to like this one.
Yeah, we'll see. But we should probably taste it, being they wrote this beautiful description from ChatGTP.
I think we...
And
No, they put it from the heart.
crafted
It was from the heart.
all right. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're about to do?
I will. And while I'm telling you about it, why don't we go ahead and pass out the Still Austin Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So this one comes out around $45. It's aged at least 2 years. The proof is 98.4. The mash bill is 70% white corn, which, you know, my grandma grew corn on the cob, and I'm a white corn fan. It's a little bit sweeter in my opinion, so I'm looking forward to this. It's 25% rye and 5% malted barley. So for the tasting notes, we're supposed to get sweet corn, cinnamon, baking spice, stone fruit, and toasted oak. Is this mine? Did you give it to me?
That is yours.
Thank you.
I'm anything if I'm a gentleman.
So I smell cinnamon.
Does anyone else smell cinnamon?
Small bourbon.
Sweet four.
Ah, okay.
I don't get a stone fruit.
The expert. Pass to the expert.
I'm not getting stone. I'm getting a lot of baking spice and cinnamon. And
I
for
am
me,
getting bacon spice.
that's masking any fruitiness for me. All right, let's taste it.
Okay. All right, I got a sweetness up front.
I'm not mad at it.
No, hold on. What's the proof? Anyone in the audience remember?
98.4.
98.
That's why he keeps me around.
Absolutely.
So I
In my older years, I'm starting to,
we know Dad.
Yeah, I know.
I like the foretaste better than I like the finish. The finish kind of ends abruptly a little bit for me.
It's right off.
Does that make sense? Is anybody else getting that?
Has anyone who watched our show noticed that the first person to speak is always Heather?
That's because you chew for 14 minutes. I have to fill the silence.
I contemplate.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
but
think
somebody's got to say something.
it's called editing. There's a sweetness up front.
Okay.
So, Still Austin is a boutique distiller. So what we do know about boutique distillers is that they generally need to turn their product out. So I think it's important to remember that places like Wild Turkey, Buffalo Trace, Old Forester,
They
get
can
to
afford
sit.
they can afford to let things
afford
age.
to sit. If you're going to drink a boutique distiller, a craft distiller, you have to understand that there's a 2-year minimum to be straight bourbon. There's a lot of craft distillers that do not meet the straight bourbon guideline. They turn it out, they say it's bourbon, they move on. These guys are saying it's straight bourbon, so they're sitting on that for 2 years. So I will say this: you're gonna have to assume that it's gonna have a little more edge. It's not gonna sit in the barrel as long. So you can't measure this against something that can sit. I mean, even your Elijah Craig without an age statement is sitting a minimum of 6 to 7 years, right? So you've got to take that into account. So you're talking about a craft distillery. So I get sweetness up front.
I definitely get the sweet corn is there in the flavor to me, especially the longer that it sits. And that's something that we tend to find in a lot of the grain to glass focused bourbons and whiskeys is you taste a little bit more of the grain and the corn, especially the longer that it sits for me. And we used to, me and I have evolved a little bit. When we first started, we always described that it tastes like a farm or it tastes earthy. And now we're kind of understanding what that means a little bit.
I actually like the hold on this. I like the end. I think that it's not as rough as some of the locals we've had.
It's just short.
It is short, but the shortness comes from the fact that, I mean, it's being aged at least 2 years. I think we have to respect the fact that they stamp on their bottle aged at least 2 years. When a craft distillery is stamping that, that's different than when Elijah Craig is going no age statement, right? When they're nosing it versus this, and that makes a difference. So this is a much smaller group. So you're supporting something that's different. And I think that for what they're doing, the taste is very good. I do get cinnamon.
I definitely enjoy it.
There is some baking spice on the end. Now, no, it does not. But for a 2-year bourbon, it's fantastic.
It's got a good flavor profile for sure.
But you've got to expect that in a craft distillery.
Yeah, that's right.
And I respect it. Now, is it beyond?
Well, and I respect that they're keeping the price around $45 because a lot of
that's the other thing.
You'll see these bumped up to 60, 65. So
yeah, and that's because of craft. For those of you who don't know in the industry, craft distillers have to meet the same requirements as mass distillers. So in terms of taxing and production and all of the requirements, their costs are the same, right? So whether you're still Austin or you're Wild Turkey or your Buffalo Trace, your costs in terms of your taxing, in terms of your regulation, in terms of your bonding, they're the same. Those costs, they have to meet the same.
They do.
So the fact that still Austin is rolling this off you for $45 a bottle, whereas most craft distillers are rolling you for, say, $65 to $75 a bottle without an age statement, you've got to put that in perspective.
Absolutely.
So I'm a fan. And
I'm
frankly,
a fan too.
You know, they're trying to do something that is grain to glass. We also know how difficult that is.
It is, because it also means that your individual parts are more expensive.
That's right. If you let it open, that finishes nice. You'll get
You
a
taste
little
the sweet corn.
You do.
Too.
$45, that's a steal.
Yeah.
But you know you're getting a 2-year-old bourbon or 2+-year-old bourbon. It's just a little rough around the edges. So today...
It's pretty smooth for that, though.
It is. But what we talked earlier, there's some people who like something a little smoother, right? And so you're talking about something that's... For its age, it's rolling in nicely. But I think you got to give it some respect for what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and I appreciate what they're pricing it, but we got to rank it.
We do have to rank it.
So it's a dog will hunt for me. A good dog will hunt, but it's a dog will
that's
hunt.
fair. I think it is a good dog will hunt.
Does anybody out there have an opinion? Oh, I'm sorry. I cut you off. You said it's a dog will
I'm
hunt.
used to it. Go for it.
Stop. No. It's a dog will hunt for me.
It is.
Why?
Why is it? So this is something that I could bring to a party and I could put out and say, hey, this is craft distilling, right? This is a good craft distilling. We've had some craft distilling. We're not going to name any names, but we've had some craft distilling that was not exactly what we would think was shareable.
It was not something that we would recommend to others.
No, but this is something I could put out and say, hey, let's start
I would be
with
happy
this.
to.
Let's start with this. And it's got a story, right?
Yeah, it's a cool story. It's a father-son team. And by the way, the father and son that started this actually had a kind of a bad relationship. They couldn't find anything in common. And the only thing that they both liked was bourbon. And Texas, actually, I don't know if y'all knew, but it wasn't legal to distill in Texas until 2008. And so they both talked about, they're both brilliant folks, and they're like, we could do this. And initially it started that they would only talk about the bourbon, but then it got to where they started talking about other things, and now they have an incredibly close relationship. So, that was kind of a neat story. All right, so what do y'all rank it?
The dog hunt.
That dog hunt? This man has watched the show. He
has watched the show.
the show.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Doggle Hunt? Is that the general consensus?
Yeah.
All right.
So this is an everyday sipper, something you can enjoy, something you can take to friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not afraid
not
of
breaking
people
the bank.
drinking. You're not afraid of
You're not
people
breaking the
drinking. Fantastic.
All right. So we're not stopping there with Still
Nope,
Austin, are we?
we're not. So
Gotcha.
what we've got here, we again have a Still Austin, and they've turned it up to 11. Anyone here get the reference of turning it up to 11s? Oh!
I'll never hear that.
11. We turned it up to 11.
I'm
Yes.
never going to hear the end of it.
So, this is Cask strength. For those in the audience, what is Cask strength? What's Cask strength? It's hot. That's right. That means this
I
is,
jambalaya.
that's right. This is straight out of the barrel.
That's
right?
from
Straight
Mrs.
out of the-
Doubtfire.
Yes, it is straight. You know, we found a movie you can relate to. This is Doubtfire.
Oh my God.
So, this is Cask strength, which means straight out of the barrel. This version kicks like Longhorn in a hailstorm.
We about had a hailstorm a few
Wow,
minutes
yeah,
ago.
we did. So, tell us about Still Austin.
So it's the same mash bill, but obviously there's more heat. So it has a little more body and some more boldness. It's a little bit pricier. It's coming in at 60, so not astronomically more. It's coming in at 118 proof though, so we upped that proof a little bit. But our tasting notes are very different. And again, we'll see if that's what we get. But we're supposed to get toffee, dark cherry. Steve, I'm looking at you. I know you like some cherry back there. Roasted nuts, oak char, and spice.
this one's got a little backbone. Now let's see if it can hold up. But we're drinking the same juice that we just had.
But it's just
But with that, but they just haven't added water.
Yeah.
And it completely changes. Let's
It
see if
does.
it completely changes the taste.
So on the nose is very different to me. Do you guys agree than the first one?
Yeah.
All right, what do we get on the flavor? I'm not mad at it.
Oh no.
I hear lots of
All right. Do you find that dark cherry, our dark cherry expert? Do you find it? Yeah. It's there.
It's oakier.
Yep. The spice definitely is there. Now the nut here, so the nuts in it, there's a little more oak presence
Yeah.
because they haven't taken the water out of it, right? Now what's interesting is their cask drink, they're still only advertising it at 2+ years. So if you're talking about, so let's go apples to apples. All right. Let's talk about a cask drink that we have over in the room. All right.
We have
Now,
a few.
We've got a few. But normally, what are we paying for a cask drink? $70 or $100. So here we have a cask drink that's sitting at
60.
60, right? And let's talk about what flavors we're getting. No one be afraid. There's an open mic with a chair.
Or just yell it out. What flavors are you guys getting? It doesn't have to be anything we mentioned. Just, there are no wrong answers.
No.
Other than
there's
vodka.
not.
Vodka is the only wrong answer. No, I definitely smell and taste a little bit of cherry there. I don't get as much of the toffee. I think you're exactly right. There's
There
more
is?
toffee on the nose than the palate.
Now, I get oak on the finish. Does anyone else get oak on the finish?
That's cool.
Yeah. Now, see, I identify oak, when it's good oak to me, I identify that as nut, right? Bad oak identifies something a little stronger, more tangy. But what I enjoy, it is preference, right? Because it's all preference.
It is.
And I feel that not as present, but I get that at the end of this. Yeah, for $40 less, quite frankly.
Yeah.
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 I'm a fan.
Yeah.
All right.
I like the proof point. I don't think it's overwhelming, but I think it brings a great flavor profile. It's
Now,
complex. One
yeah.
of my favorite words.
Now, at 2+ years, it is going to be a little rougher on the edges. It's
I
not
would
gonna be
love
as
to
smooth.
see this sit for a while and
But
see what it did.
But if you're a craft distiller, thank you. If
I
you're a craft
know.
distiller, can you make it sit?
Well, that's the thing is you have to get there, and I understand that and I respect that. I'm just saying as a consumer, I'd love to see what this did if it sat in a barrel for 6-8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hotter.
Yeah.
Right.
Each faster.
Right, and they talk a lot about that with your Texas distilleries, is how that Texas heat is such a different.
In Texas,
It
bourbons
affects
have
the
a-
whiskey making
and
process.
they have a different profile a little bit. I
They
mean,
do.
it
They're
is.
hot. They're hotter.
Yeah.
They really are. Yeah.
And I'm a fan of that. Now, not everyone.
I
is.
really like this one.
And yeah, I like
Yeah.
this one. However, I'm
Our
gonna go-
next distiller is very
Yeah.
polarizing. We've
Yeah.
come to find
Now,
out.
I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's still a dog hunt for me.
Okay.
But it is in the two. This one I'm gonna find.
Tyler, this is that dog that you always grab.
Yeah.
That, like this.
And
That's
Mike,
your.
thank you.
That's your
Mike,
all
thank you.
reliable.
So for those out there, Mike found this bottle for us, gave us a call, and we
Jumped on it.
Yeah, we jumped on it. So thank you,
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
And we like this, but we generally like a little higher proof.
I
We come to
this.
like a little higher
If
proof.
I had to pick between the two, this one is probably my preference. Anybody else have a preference between the two? The first one and this one?
Cast strength.
Yeah, the cast strength. Yeah, the cast strength.
Any thoughts over there?
It's hot.
It's a little hot.
It reminds me of toasted. It's got a lot of barrel.
Right.
You're right.
So with toasted, what you're getting is I think that you get a lot of obviously that they want you to get influence of the barrel. The nice thing about cast strength is you are getting the massive influence of the barrel, and obviously with toasted, what they're trying to do is give you that whatever they can give you in terms of the caramelization of the barrel, they're trying to give you, right? So I think that cast strength does give you a raw influence of what the distiller was going for.
Right.
Sometimes the regular proof is what we can sell it at, right? And still make a profit.
I will never cease to be fascinated how you can take the same mash bill and make so many different things from it just by changing your barrels or changing your age, water, no water.
Yeah.
I just think that's fascinating.
And for fans of the show or people who are chained to a desk and
All
forced to
three
watch
of
it,
you
either one,
out there.
you know, you have two types of distillers, and we
Are you about to get into the MGP debate?
well, no. What I'm going to say is that
I was like, we're not here for that.
no. We have two of our favorite distillers. One is Campari Wild Turkey, where everything they make is one mash bill, right? Mm-hmm. But then you have Bardstown, where virtually everything they make is a unique mash bill.
I think they're just like mad scientists.
Yeah.
Like, just
So
whatever they
what's
feel like.
interesting is there's
two.
two amazing ways to do this, right? One is with aging. Well, there's three ways, and then you have 2XO. There's take an amazing distillate and know your rickhouse. Number two, mad scientist, right? With your
Blending.
with your blending.
And yeah.
And then you have Dixon Dedman,
Sourcing.
who's sourcing and blending, right?
Yeah.
So there's three ways to produce an amazing product. And we'll pay anywhere from $39.95 a bottle all the way up to, let's not talk about it because I want to stay married. But I do think we have someone who's willing to actually come on camera.
So we have an audience comment here before we move on away from Still Austin.
Yep.
So what's up, Mike?
Hey, I would tell you that I think this is a bottled and bond would be fantastic. Yeah, I really do think
That's
so.
a great point, Mike.
I think that
I
would
think you
help
should
it out.
I think you should email them seriously and let them know that.
And I will tell you, their
Yeah.
rye, Still Austin Cask Strength, it made me a rye lover.
So this is a funny story. Tell them why you wound up with the rye, and it's because you're such a kind person.
I bought 2 bottles thinking I got 2 of the bourbons, 4 Tortured Bourbon. And when I got home, I was like, what the heck? They look very similar, very same color, just slightly different graphics. But when you're in the store and you've got a whole lot to choose from that you don't normally see, they were right next to each other. I grabbed them both, saw Still Austin Cask Strength, and I ran home. Gave you all, thankfully, the bourbon, and I got the rye, and I enjoyed it, and it's been a favorite.
I'm glad it wound up being. And you know what, Mike, you're not the only person who has ever made that mistake.
Do we know someone else in the room who's made that mistake?
But I talked my way out of it.
Yes, you did. The lawyer in you came out. Thank you, Mike, for being brave. We appreciate it.
So,
Guys, give Mike a hand for being brave.
all right, y'all, we are going to switch gears.
Yeah.
Both in type of place. We are moving to High, Texas. That is
Hi.
that is HYE,
Hi.
not HI or
Hi,
H.
Texas.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Any Raising Arizona fans out there? Any Coen Brothers fans out there? All right.
Oh, you made me watch that one.
Hi. His name's Hi.
It is High. All right, so y'all, we're moving to High, Texas. Their population is all of 300 people.
Let's say that again. 300 people.
I know.
Heaven.
I know y'all. Some
Heaven.
of y'all. That sounds good. I would be good with that for about 2 days, and I would lose my mind.
Heather would meet everyone there in less than 45 minutes.
I'd be mayor in an hour.
And that's probably true.
Dream big. I'm just saying. All right, but y'all, so it's home to 300 people and Garrison Brothers, and I think half the people in the town work at Garrison Brothers. So this is totally different vibes than Still Austin. So Garrison Brothers was actually the first legal bourbon distillery in the state. Notice how I said legal. So they established this distillery in 2006, which interestingly, if y'all heard me earlier, that is 2 years before legal distilling in Texas. So I don't know what they were doing for 2 years. Maybe just painting the distillery. I don't know, but it was in existence for a couple years.
Now, these folks are very interesting. And if you look at their bottle, and I'm just going to flip it and I'll do some images, you can see you've got a lot of handwritten stuff here.
But look, it's glitter in the wax. Isn't that so pretty?
Thank God for the glitter and the wax.
It's so
All
pretty.
right, so they do
I love
everything.
annoying him. It's so fun.
It's fun, yeah, it's great. These folks do everything by hand, from filling the barrels to the wax dipping. Okay, so who else does wax dipping? Anyone? There we go, makers, there we go. But they age this in brutal Texas heat with old school ranch style bourbon making from grain to glass. They're proud about everything they do, and they note on their website, and you need to check on their website, they never source anything.
So yeah, the vibes of this one are very different than Still Austin. It's basically like the difference in a hardened ranch in the middle of nowhere versus an
I love our kids.
artsy bar with live music in the middle of downtown Austin. Like, these could not be more different.
Yep.
So we are gonna start with the Garrison Brothers single barrel cask strength. So this is bottled uncut, straight from the barrel. Lee, you want to tell them the details on this one?
I really think Tyler helped us acquire this bottle.
Oh yeah, we have to shout out Tyler.
Tyler.
So this was early in Tyler's journey.
Yeah,
actually.
Tyler, you helped us acquire this bottle, so thank you, Tyler. All right, so this is aged 4+ years, and this can take the paint off a 57 Chevy. It's 130.5 proof. So basically, this will light you on fire. It's 74% corn, 15% red winter wheat, and 11% malted barley. So for those of you who are red winter wheat fans, Holiday Bourbon is one of the ones who really uses the red winter wheat. So what
Yeah,
we're
they
having
really
here,
are into that.
we're having a wheated bourbon. So for those in the audience, if you've done a Maker's Mark or you've done a sweet wheat, Weller, those are all
Larceny.
larceny. Yeah, you're talking about wheated bourbons. However, this is a wheated bourbon coming in at 130 proof. So tell us about the tasting notes in this gasoline.
So any of the stereotypes of wheated bourbons, that they have a soft, sweet, that's not this
No.
one. So you're supposed to get some caramel, maple syrup, leather.
Leather.
Guys,
John Wayne's bootstraps. John Wayne is in this
I
glass.
have never chewed on leather, but I trust him. Tobacco and cinnamon heat. Probably also some gasoline, if we're being real.
This bad boy will stand up and tell you that the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
All right.
That's right.
So I do want y'all to smell it, because there is a difference in that red winter wheat smell.
There is. There absolutely is.
He's like, let's just taste the high proof.
I'm a Garrison Brothers nerd, I admit
He
it.
is. We've had the cowboy, and it was fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely smell a difference with that red winter wheat. Is everyone ready to taste it?
No, what do we get on the smell? Anybody?
Cast.
Caramel.
Strong. I heard strong in the back.
So there are
Bourbon.
people, so I talked to some bourbon folks, hey, well, I could never get the smell as you get. Yes, you can. We have not gone through some sensory training. What we've done is we drank a lot of bourbon. What you've got to do is you just got to sniff it and give it a shot and just give it a guess. Because what you smell is different from what else smells. Don't go, look, when you look at what these folks smell online, there are very few people there who can pick out all these notes. What you pick out is what you pick out. It's the same as art, right? So what you smell is what you smell. And there is no right, there is no wrong answer.
But a
And
great
that's
guess is
something-
caramel, vanilla,
That's
or baking
right, yeah. But if you get caramel, vanilla, baking spice, you're right.
You're probably going to be okay.
But what I will tell you with the Garrison Brothers, what I always get is a high sense of there is a syrup to it. There is something thicker to it than some of the bourbon.
It gives me molasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to taste it?
Ow.
You ready to taste it?
Yeah.
Whoo!
What?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So I know it's a high proof, but you still get the flavor profile.
You do.
What are we getting, fam?
Tobacco.
Tobacco.
Tobacco. Right on. Yep.
I mean, it is tobacco.
Smooth tobacco.
It is. Oh, yeah. Molasses is right there. It is.
Then the first sip.
That's right. It is thick. You get tobacco. You get molasses. It's very complex.
I mean, this tastes like Saturday morning on the farm.
Oh, yeah.
If you've ever just bit.
All right. So
You are not wrong. Was anyone surprised at knowing the proof at how smooth and how much you could actually taste the flavor profile? Yeah. That's what I found with Garrison Brothers is it is hot, but I still always get the flavors and it doesn't overwhelm me. With the
But
proof.
what I will find is that Garrison Brothers is very polarizing.
Very,
Right.
very polarizing.
If you're someone who enjoys something on the rocks, if you're into weeded, if you're in weeded on the rocks, you just, even though you like weeded and this is weeded, you need to take Garrison Brothers, you need to go on down the aisle.
Yeah.
You need to move, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that because this is molasses with a kick. I mean, this mule will kick.
And I definitely also taste the red winter wheat. It's a different flavor profile for me than regular.
It's a nice chew on it.
It is. It's a nice. I
Nice chew.
feel like I've got like a wheat stalk, and I'm like,
All right.
chewing on it.
So, all right. So where are we going to rank this? Tyler, where are we ranking this? So for
That's a
you,
good point.
okay, so for you, it's a low hush your mouth. But what you're saying is for someone else, this might be
It might be a bless your heart for some people.
who just can't stand it.
But it could be a cock of the walk for someone who's like, I'm all in on a high proof tobacco flavor profile.
If they have a permanent bulge in their cheek,
Tyler, you know we both grew up with people like that. You know we did.
All right, Steve, did you try this one, Pat? I did. So what? So you're a cherry guy normally, right? So is this in your wheelhouse, or is this something you would normally go for?
Doesn't have a lot of complexity, so it's more middle of the road for me.
So it's a dog hunt. It's
Yeah. So if you were at a bourbon tasting, you wouldn't turn it down, but you're not going to go buy it necessarily.
And probably wouldn't get a second pour.
Okay, all right. Perry, you're kind of a Buffalo Trace guy, is that correct? Yeah. So where does this fit with you?
Middle of the ring, a little hot for me, but it was on the other side of the smooth.
Yeah.
It'd be 130 something.
Yeah. So no one said they tasted it, right? Right. So for me, and this is what we talk about, right? You can't go. So for me, this is a hush your mouth,
Me too.
right? Because I'm into this, right? But then I'm not offended by the fact that some people would not want this at all.
No.
I'm completely good with that. And I think that's one thing that I think we should point out is, wow, that's a lot of verbiage. You can't, wow, I'm going to kill her. You can't watch a YouTube channel and be like, well, that's perfect, right? Because we all have different tastes.
No, and
right?
that's why we try to describe what we're smelling and what we're tasting and the different aspects of it, because just because it might be something that we enjoy, it might not be yours. And we especially try to do that with things that are allocated and or pricey, because don't go, like I say all the time, don't go chase something just because it's allocated or just because it's expensive.
And-
Use your less expensive, easy to find things to figure out your preferred flavor profile, and then chase your allocated stuff that you know is in line with that.
Yeah.
Don't go drop your money just because somebody says it's great.
Yeah. So this is a $170 bottle.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Because it's a single barrel. It's an it's an ABC Orange County Select.
Thanks, Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler. We were happy to pay that for it, and I would pay for it again. I mean, they tell you what I like about it. They tell you their corn variety. They tell you where they're sourcing it, the farms it comes from, the date it was distilled, the barrel, the bottle. Those are things that when you talk about Bardstown,
Right.
that I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
Right?
Y'all out
I'm
there,
a big fan of.
People like B love it. The more you write on your bottle, the better. So for the one distiller out there that's watching,
Well, yeah.
put it on your bottle.
Well, in all fairness, thank you, Bandit. In all fairness, when you spend what they're asking you to spend, it's not fair when you look at some bottles that don't want to tell you age. They don't
I
want to tell
agree.
you source. They don't, but they want you to line up for it. They want you to draw lots for it.
But they won't tell you what's in it.
That's right. Tell me what's in it.
Yeah.
Because when I know what's in it, when I go to buy another bottle that I can't find, and when you live in a tortured state, see, right now we normally have this beautiful sign that we normally have here because we're recording it in my living room, is that we talk about the fact that when you go into an ABC store, you need to be able to educate yourself. The nice thing about this is it helps educate you. Some of those mass producers, they're not there to educate you. They're there to sell.
No, they don't care.
So I'm a fan of Bardstown. I'm a fan of people like Garrison Brothers because they've put it on the bottle. Whether you like it or not, Wilderness Trail puts it on the bottle. And I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that. I call me an Xer. We just put it out there, right? We're very nirvana.
But you're just so angry all the
So
time.
for me, this is Hush Your Mouth. What is it for you?
Oh, it's a hush your mouth. for
There
me.
we go.
This is our last one. The Garrison Brothers Balmorea. It's finished in a second barrel. So one barrel wasn't enough. They had to age it a second time. It's actually named after a West Texas state park that's apparently famous. Haven't been there, but apparently it's pretty nice. This is supposed to be very bold, very rich, but also very smooth. Now, it's a little pricey. It comes in at $200-ish in Wake County if you can get it. So it's a lot. It is aged 4+ years. And again, it's twice barreled. It's coming in at a low proof of 115. So, subtle. Same mash bill as the one we just had. So 74% corn, 15% red winter wheat, and 11% malted barley. So what are we supposed to get on the tasting notes of this one be?
So it's interesting here. We've never cracked this bottle. Everyone here, we opened this bottle today. We've never tasted it. Cheers, y'all.
And it says dream big on the back.
Yep.
We don't know who wrote that.
So we acquired this
Dream big.
bottle. We'd like to thank Aaron. He couldn't be with us today.
That's right.
Aaron
That
acquired
was
this
Aaron.
bottle for us. We've never cracked it. We waited for this event. All right, so
What are
interesting enough,
what are the tasting notes?
the
be?
first tasting note I've ever seen. This says fudge. Fudge. All right, dark fruit. Dark fruit with toasted coconut. I've never tasted coconut.
The only time I have ever gotten coconut in a bourbon was Penelope Rio. And that is the only time.
But then again, we get John Wayne's bootstraps.
Leather.
With some cinnamon. Can't wait. So what do you think this is, Katie?
Sounds like dessert with a kick.
Dessert with a kick.
All right, I actually do smell chocolate, like fudgy chocolate. I'm not getting the coconut.
Wait.
I get leather, cinnamon, and fudge. That's kind of where I'm living with this. What about you?
I definitely get chocolate.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's taste it. Initial thoughts. Absolutely.
So you're getting rough, but you're also getting age. Yeah. It tastes thick to me, right? I don't know how to explain that, but it's.
There she's thick.
That's
a really good point.
Yeah, this kicks in at 115.
So I heard a rich taste, which I think is on point, and then viscous, which is also right.
Yeah.
I think this one drinks a little hotter than the previous one, even though it's 15 less proof. What about you?
It does drink a little warmer.
Yeah. This is one that I think I would need to let open up a minute and kind of let it. It needs to vibe.
Well, I get why Garrison Brothers is polarizing, right?
Yeah. Do y'all get that too? Like, I completely understand why it's polarizing.
Because
Roger switched to wine, so clearly.
So this is very polarizing. All right, things like Buffalo Trace and Wild Turkey 101, they're
Woodford.
not. Woodford are definitely not polarizing. In fact, Woodford's designed
Literally designed to not
be polarizing. These guys, we're
They don't care.
we're population 200 in high Texas.
They don't
right?
care. 300.
Oh, excuse me, 300.
Baby boom.
So they're allowed to be polarizing.
They don't care.
And this is, we're gonna drip some mesquite into glass, and it's high proof. And if you don't like what South Texas tastes like,
Move
much
on.
like of Texas, they really don't care.
They don't care.
I mean, you're an oil man or you're not. So, this is one of those cases where this is something that I really like. I mean, it's a hush your mouth for me, but I'm not offended for someone else if it's peddling because I get that this isn't everyone's game.
So I just realized at both an aroma note and a tasting note I get is the bread dough. Yeah. I hadn't thought about that till right
Oh,
then.
there is a bread. Good job. Cheers on you.
This is definitely one that I like more the more it has set and opened up.
Yeah.
I would rank this one Hush Your Mouth too, but I think I like the first Garrison Brothers a little bit better. So now that we have ranked them all and we've tried them all,
All right.
B,
Yeah.
well, who is your Texas champion?
Well, you know what? That big belt buckle. If I go to the rodeo and I win that huge belt buckle,
Sure.
that one that Garth Brooks was singing about,
Yeah, I like
that Lone Star belt buckle that Willie Nelson was singing about, we talked about My Heroes Always Be Cowboys.
Would you like to drop any more musical references?
The fact I can
Really
just
fast?
roll them. I can just roll them, right?
Hey, I know about some Garth
God bless. All right.
and some Willie.
I think that it's a tie for me between these two lovely ladies. I think that either one of these lady birds I could take to a dance, Anyone get the reference? Lady Bird, Texas. Oh, thank you. All right, history majors. I could take either one of these to the dance.
Like Lady Bird Johnson.
There you go.
got it.
Takes you a second.
No.
We could take either one of these ladies to the dance. And now I'm going to be highfalutin, right? But I think some other folks in the audience, they're going to be more of Still Austin, Cask Street. And that's okay. You asked me for my preference. So if you were picking a steer to take out to your ranch and populate and do its thing, which steer are you taking out to your special T ranch?
So happy.
The round T.
It takes it about.
So my two favorites are the Still Austin Cast Strength and the Garrison Brothers Single Barrel. Okay. Those are my two favorites. Out of the two, I'm gonna have to go with the Garrison Brothers Single Barrel as my champion. I think that would be a heck of a breeder for my ranch out in Texas.
Well, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll send that steer right out.
So what are y'all's favorites? Steve.
Produce, you need a bull, not a steer, because the steer's been castrated.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I got owned live on, well, not live, but edited on camera. I won't cut that.
That's why I love Steve.
I got to bring that bull out.
I would say just based on the price, I'd go with the Still Austin. Still Street all day, without a doubt.
Because of the price versus quality.
Yeah, it's not taking anything away, but it price.
Such an easy drink.
Easy drink.
You know what?
Absolutely. Still.
I wonder, and I didn't have any of the bourbon, but I do have an interesting.
I'm sorry. That is the most Roger Cox statement of the day. So, I had an opinion. I didn't taste any of the bourbon, but I have an opinion on it. I didn't tell you about it. So I chat GPT'd it earlier, and here's what AI told me about each of these.
So the conversations, though, sound a lot. I think B's metaphor with the cows is on point, actually, because every discussion that I've heard sounds like the difference in like high grade A5 Wagyu. It's very, very rich. It's very, very expensive. Nobody wants an entire steak of it.
Fair.
It's a great taste.
I mean, I'll bear the burden to try it.
Choice or prime, you pay more for that. People love that or they don't.
But at 9 ounces, it gets a little much.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. So it's the key, I think, is then to hit that middle ground of quality versus price. Anybody else? Tyler.
All right. So I think the Still Austin is great, but I think if you mixed it into a lineup of bourbons that you had in your collection and you let somebody blind, they wouldn't pick it out. It would just mix into your other.
That's fair.
It's not going to stand
The
out.
Garrison Brothers, I don't know that I've had anything like that. It had a very unique flavor. I don't know if it
That's a really good
the
point.
type of wheat or the barrel impact in Texas, but it was super, super unique. And for the proof point, really smooth. So I would get that one just to let people try. It would be one of those pours. You invite somebody over and say, try this, blow their mind, and then move them back.
Take that on your next hunting trip, and you'll be the only one away for the next 4 days.
That's right, yeah. You'll get all the turkeys, buddy. Right here.
Mike, what you got?
Still Austin Cast Strength won another channel's March Madness tournament of blinds against blinds, which is why I started hunting that bottle in the first place. So
I can see why.
to your point though, people preferred that bottle over some other.
I thought Still Austin was absolutely incredible. I thought it was brilliant.
The cast strength. Yeah.
The other one was really good.
Yeah, that was
Very easy to drink.
I like the flavor.
Honestly, none of the four would I turn my nose up at. You're not a Balmorea guy?
I wasn't a fan of the last the Still Austins were good.
Well, this is why we do this, because it's so fun to talk about. And it's so interesting.
Well, at the end of the day, the reason, I mean, not that we've completely pulled back, but I mean, the bottom line is what's fun about bourbon is that it's community, it's conversation, right?
Yeah.
And we drink bourbon to have a conversation.
Because we struggle with that otherwise.
We don't. But let's be honest. For those who aren't following, we got a room of people who, I don't know, there's about 15 people in the room. Mm-hmm. About half of them have never met the other half. Mm-hmm. And we've come together for a couple hours based on
Food and bourbon.
on food and bourbon. Yeah. And if, we live in a world where people don't come together a whole lot.
That's true.
We haven't talked politics. We haven't talked religion. We haven't talked reason. What we're talking about is we've just been good people
We've just been
talking.
hanging out.
And I think if there's a message in all this, is that we need more people just sitting around having a good conversation.
I think that's
And
That's
you know, there's something to be said for that, right? I mean, at the end of the day, and quite frankly, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, that's why we're doing this show, right? We're doing this show for therapy. We joke about it. We've told people that, but honestly, we're doing this for therapy, right? We're doing this because we want people to have a conversation. Let's stop everything else that's going on in the world. There's a lot going on.
there's a lot going on.
Right. And if we can just sit and have a conversation about bourbon, God, we can find a lot in common.
Well, that's what most
We
you
can find a
know,
lot in
the
common.
old saying that we have way more in common
We do.
than we have different. And that is so true. And something like this
Yeah.
can kind of bring you together
Yeah.
and spark those conversations.
With that being said,
What are we choosing with? So y'all know how we end our episode.
Everybody.
So everybody grab something.
if you don't know lie, pick it up. Yep. Yep.
If you don't know, lie.
That's right.
Fake it till you make it,
That's
y'all.
right.
But until next time,
Which will be 3.5 days because of the way we release episodes. That's right. All right.
until next time.
Cheers, y'all. Cheers, y'all.
Wow.